You are now listening to Had Nation Podcast.
Hey, that's right, baby. We're back. It's me, your boy, Jason Smith. You know we had to bring him back. Chance, the sweetest feet in the enemies. How you feeling, Gordy?
What's up, boys? Glad to be here.
We got some great music for us tonight. You picked the song. It's going to be a hell of a banger. You know he's here. The Big D, biggest D, Dallas. How you feeling?
Feeling good, baby. Playoffs are big. We had a big one tonight.
Yeah, we had a fun podcast coming your way, so strap yourself in and get ready.
That's right. What you know about Had Nation?
Hey, you're listening to Had Nation Podcast.
What's up, everybody? We're back. Hell of a night. College football playoffs. Dude, that was a heck of a game. Both games. This is going to be a fun podcast, man. It's going to be fun to talk about this. I mean, we're going to run through a couple things real quick before we get into the big games that happened today. We got Gordy back in the building like we talked about earlier on the intro.
What up, what up?
But my main man, he's got to get his picks in real quick. The sweetest feet in the East. We got his NFL picks ready. We're about to jump through these games. Won't be long at all. Let's go ahead and get into this. Gordy, the first game we got the Jets versus Bills. Who you got?
I got the Bills, Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm on that all day. Next up, we got the Browns versus the Bengals. What you think?
I'm going to take the Browns. The Bengals are horrible.
I got you.
Nice
pick. All right, next up, we got the Packers versus the Lions. Who you picking?
Give me the
That's
pack.
probably a give me.
Give me the pack, and shout out to my boy JP, big Packers fan.
Go Pack,
nice,
go.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, JP.
Old JP, baby.
Good man. Next game we got coming up, Chargers versus the Chiefs. Patty Mahomes. Is he going to do it again?
No, I'm going to choose the Chargers as my upset of the week.
Whoa.
Really?
Upset of the week.
You got a reason for that or you just want to throw it out there?
No, just
a hell of a pick.
There's really not many games to choose from for
Right.
any upsets this week, so
Oh, yeah, I like it.
I'll take that one. I like old Phillip Rivers.
You gotta jump on
He's got about 19 kids. I respect that.
I will say one thing. That's a way better upset pick than Craig had last week, picking the Falcons and beating the Jaguars.
That's right.
Yeah, we all gave a little hell for that bullshit.
But we're going to get back. He's not here tonight, so we can't. We're going to harp
I love
on
you,
too much.
Craig. Whatever.
Next game we got coming up, Gord. We got the Bears versus the Vikings. Who you going to think is going to win that
I'm
one?
going with the Vikings as my lock.
like that.
I'm going to lock that.
Lock it in. Lock it in, Hat Nation.
It's my lock of the week because the Bears can't score on anybody, so
Yeah,
I got the
good.
Vikes.
All right, cool, man. Next game we got coming up, we got the Dolphins versus the Patriots. Your favorite team, Tom Brady, your man. Kidding. Who you got now?
Who would anybody in the world pick in this game? I mean, the Patriots for sure.
I'm with you on that, but I would love to see Fitzmagic take it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the Dolphins win,
I would
but I
love
mean,
to.
who picks the Dolphins over the Patriots?
Not many people.
Is Dan Marino coming back?
He might, man. You never know. Big
It's the only
Dan.
way they're winning.
Next game, Simon's favorite team. Shout out to Simon. Falcons versus the Bucks. Falcons been playing good lately, man. You think they're going to come out and win another game?
No, I got old famous James.
Famous James,
Yeah,
35
I got the Bucks. He might throw for 6 interceptions, but he'll throw for at least 6 touchdowns too. So
Yeah, like we said, he's the best worst quarterback.
The
of all
old,
time.
the old Buccaneers are going to have a little bit of Falcon on the menu.
yeah, that's right.
It's going to be a rival game. It's going to be a good game to watch for sure. Next game, we got the Saints trying to hold that number 1 seed down and get that first round bye, playing the Panthers. You think they're going to hold it off and get it going?
Oh yeah, I'm going with old Scarface here.
Scarface,
Drew Brees, baby.
How about that Antonio Brown? So you think he's going to come to play for the Saints?
Yeah.
Or you think it's just all smoke in the water?
Yeah. I think if the Saints are smart, they leave
Dun.
Antonio. They leave Antonio wherever the hell he's at.
Yeah, leave him where he is. Don't even worry about him. You got one of the best wide receivers in the nation right now. You don't need Antonio Brown to come there.
Michael is ridiculous.
Killing it. Next game we got coming. Let's keep going. We got the Raiders versus the Broncos. Who you thinking? Who you got?
I'm gonna take the Raiders in this
Woo!
one.
They're
They're
trying to make
fighting for that
playoffs,
playoff spot. Yeah,
They did a lot of things that happened, but they can have
Last
that.
fight before the move.
I'm gonna take John
I can't believe
Gruden.
they can still try to make it. That's fucking nuts.
The parlay.
Yeah, the parlay. Dude, that'd be a hell of a thing to bet on. What we do about that? Next coming up, we got them Cardinals coming off a big win last week versus the Rams.
Rams next.
Ooh, quick and easy to the point. That's how Gordy likes it. Eagles versus Giants next up. Big game here. Giants beat the Eagles and the Cowboys win. Bye-bye Eagles. Hello Cowboys.
Yeah,
Playoffs. What you think?
hello Eagles. Bye bye Cowboys. Let's go the Eagles.
Okay. I like it. Next game we got coming up, we got the Colts versus the Jags, baby. Who you got on that? It's a tough one.
That's a barn burner. That's a division matchup.
Yeah, give me the Colts.
All right.
I like it. Hey,
I like
Jacoby
that.
looked good last week. He looked like him.
He did. He looked better. He
kinda
did
getting
against
it together.
what's called.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So,
Next game coming up, we got them Steelers versus the Ravens. No Lamar Jackson, probably.
Yeah.
Definitely no Mark Ingram. Will the Steelers win or will the Ravens pull this off still?
It don't matter who's quarterback. I got the Ravens.
Hey, I love that.
Over Duck. That's Dow's favorite player that's ever been in the league.
It's not even true.
Duck
I'm actually picking the Steelers.
I'm gonna tell you right. Of course you pick the Steelers. Duck plays for the Steelers.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna take
Mason Rudolph.
It's all about that defense.
I'm gonna take the Ravens.
The Ravens. I love the Ravens.
I'm gonna take the Ravens with
They do take Molly before every game.
I'm gonna take the Ravens with That's So Raven as quarterback over the Steelers.
I can see into the future just like Raven. I love that. Next coming up,
Disney
we got
Plus shout out.
Not a sponsor. Next shot, we got the Titans versus the Texans. Who you got winning that game?
Man, I want the Titans to win, but I mean, I'm gonna have to take the Texans.
Nice.
Okay.
That's a safe pick.
That is a safe pick. You're definitely right. Next game coming up, we got a big game, probably the biggest of the week. 49ers versus Seahawks. Seahawks still trying to make the playoffs. 49ers trying to hold on that seed. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen on that one? That's a big game to call.
I got the Seahawks.
Seahawks?
Yeah.
That could definitely very well happen. They had a tough loss last week to the Cardinals.
I mean,
but that'd be a big bounce back.
Russell Wilson did Mary Sierra, and she did the 1-2 step.
Hey.
That's the only reason.
Likes to see me 1-2.
We might hear Dow sing that one day.
Missy Elliott was on that song, if y'all don't remember.
Let's get it automatic.
Supersonic, hypnotic, funky fresh.
Yeah,
I got the Seahawks, man.
Well, play it. All right, you got the Seahawks.
One more game.
Yeah, we got to jump back to a game that we forgot to pick last week. We'll get Gordon's pick first. We got Washington going to play the Cowboys. Who you got, Gordon?
I'd take anybody over the Redskins. I got the Cowboys.
I'm with you on that. What you think, Big D Dallas? I ain't heard you talk much today. How you feel about it?
Hold up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Cowboys versus the R words here.
Yeah, Redskins.
Yeah.
What you
Definitely. Okay. Cowboys are at home.
Yeah.
But the Redskins were at home when the Cowboys took their land originally. But in this situation,
Good God.
The Cowboys are at home. I'm going to have to take the Cowboys because they're fighting for their lives, and it's not in their hands.
That's a lot of smoke going to pick the Cowboys.
And the Redskins.
It's up to
the
Eagles.
The Redskins suck.
Yeah, they're horrible.
But, yeah, well, they've been playing pretty hard the last 2 weeks, I guess.
They play hard, but they still get L's.
They still get L's, that's right.
Yeah,
Still eating them L's. They ain't W's like Jameson.
All I'm just saying is shit can happen.
Yeah, you never know. I'm going to pick the Cowboys, of course.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
We also talked to Craig. He's picking the Cowboys as well. So that's all the NFL picks. Hopefully everybody has a good week.
The Cowboys' destiny is in the Eagles' hands.
Yeah. Shout out though, if big old D Dallas on here don't get at least one loss or go undefeated. Him and Craig. I don't know if Dallas do it or not.
No, I don't.
But Craig definitely has to do the cinnamon challenge. If not, I gotta do it. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll talk about the next podcast.
Heck yeah.
So let's jump right into these big old games tonight, man. How about that?
Here we go.
We drank some beer today. We had a good time with some friends and family. Watched two hell of a games. LSU game. Let's jump into that first. It really wasn't that great of a barn burner. I mean, that was just all offense for LSU. They dominated it.
Goodness gracious and a half, my man. This Joe just showed exactly why he held up the Heisman Trophy in this year.
Yeah.
8
dominated
fudging touchdowns, bro.
Yeah.
7 in the first half.
Yeah, 7 touchdowns, 400 yards in the first half.
That's ridiculous. Has that ever happened? It can't. There's no way.
I mean, I personally think that he wrote his name into the college Hall of Fame.
Definitely.
Immediately on this game alone.
Just
400 touchdowns, 7 touchdowns against anyone.
I think I heard in a stat in the game that in a one bowl game that didn't matter for shit one game, a Central Michigan quarterback threw for 7 touchdowns.
Okay.
But that was in a game. That wasn't in a half. Joe Burrow just had dude, come on, man. He's a robot.
He's an animal.
He's unreal.
But, I mean, he killed it, had a hell of a game. So, shout out to him. Hell of a Heisman pick. How about, was it Jefferson?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Jordan
what was that, 4 touchdowns?
4 touchdowns in the first half.
That's ridiculous.
And
they did all the big things in the first half.
Let's not forget about Joe Burrow's rushing touchdown in the second half. That made it 8 total touchdowns.
Chance, you are not lying, dude.
You're all over the stats there, Gordon. That's fucking
8 total touchdowns and just complete domination.
Unreal. The way
complete domination.
That rush, I mean, nobody saw that coming. Yeah. He looked like a running back out there the way he did that. Man, it was ridiculous.
Dude, I mean, it was. I mean, my question is, when are they going to stop letting Oklahoma get into the playoffs? Anybody you threw out there would have probably played a better game than that. I mean, not taking anything away from LSU, probably still the best team in the nation. Let's see what Clemson can do against them. But that right there,
I'm with
was
you.
just a shit. That was a shit show. It wasn't even fun to watch.
They were their conference champion, and
Well, they've lost every time they went to the playoffs.
They deserve to be there, but dude, you just saw the level of competition, what the difference was. And
definitely.
From the SEC to, I guess, you got to go Big 12, or I'm sorry, Big 10. It's that different. That's how big of a difference it is. It's embarrassing for them.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
and they got some horrible. Let's not Lane. What's his name? What's his name? Lane.
Who?
Head coach for Oklahoma. Lane.
No, it ain't Lane.
No. What's his name?
He's Lane Kiffin. No.
What's his name? Lane. Y'all can't tell me his name. Anyways.
No, his name's Shit, what is it? Man? Look at us not even knowing the guy's name.
Anyways,
Gordy's looking at it right now.
He was more than dude. They got some. There was some shit calls in that first half.
Yeah,
there were some ones that dude. Like
that was a horrible pass interference.
That pass interference call on Jalen Hazelwood. Yeah,
starts with Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley. Good God, we're all
completely
idiots.
Horrible. Sorry that I'm doing a podcast. Didn't even know even close to the syllables in his name. Anyways, Hazelwood, man, dude, the ball hit him in the leg at the end of it, and they called it over. Like they called it out of reach.
We're looking at TV right now. I think what was that? Joe Burrow just broke how many
records? It was Joe Burrow and Jordan Jefferson. I think it was 6 total records.
Ridiculous.
But anyways,
Andy Bolden.
Oklahoma caught some bad penalty breaks in the first half,
man,
but
there's nothing they could have done.
That had nothing to do with the reason that LSU throttled them.
Nothing they could have done to win that game.
Joe Burrow is he is a robot, man.
Yeah,
he's a man.
Dude's killing it, man.
You gotta like him. I mean,
you got to, man. Shout out to him. I know LSU had some tough things to worry about before the game.
Oh, man.
I mean, that was horrible. That was horrible news to see before a game comes up like that. But shout out to the LSU fan base and the family. They showed a lot of respect, and they came out and played the heart out.
Dude, and to sit here and think that their offensive coordinator, Steve Esminger, that guy, man,
that's tough, man.
He found this out. I'm thinking, a couple hours before this game, and they even, they spoke about it before the game started. Him walking around on that field with, the tears in his eyes, just kind of looking around, and to know the fact that he got up in that box and he called the game that he called, and that's his son's wife. That's
I know it is his daughter, but that's still tough, man.
But and also rest in peace to Carly McCord. That's huge.
Terrible. It's horrible to hear for anybody like that.
Sorry to that family. Big prayers and everything. Shout out to them. Big prayers to that whole family.
But
you gotta, that's rough.
That's definitely a tough loss, man. But shout out to LSU. They came out. They showed why they're the number one team in the nation. Dominated, and they got the game done, man. They played good football, all around football. Defenses look better every freaking week.
Yes, sir.
Every week they gotten better. But besides that, I mean, we're gonna have to move on to this next game, which was actually a hell of a game to watch. One for the ages.
Yes, sir.
2 sophomore quarterbacks going at it and playing lights out.
You had to know going into this game that was going to be the game of the day.
Let's be honest. Look at all of us looking at each other at the beginning of this thing within the first, obviously 10 minutes of the game. We all looked at each other like, oh shit, we've done messed up. Like Ohio State's, they might do some crazy stuff in this.
Yeah, we all picked Clemson. And at the end of the day, it worked out for us, but. Let's talk about this game for a minute, man. I mean,
it didn't look like Clemson was going to dig in at first. It looked kind of.
Well, let's please talk about it. Let's talk about
it. Might go out of hand before too long,
Let's talk about Justin Fields.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, starting off, whenever a team settles for field goals, as Ohio State did in the first half, and only built the 16-0 lead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only because of field goals. If they score touchdowns there, the game's probably nobody comes back.
Chance, what team did that remind you of that we love dearly to our heart?
Yeah, no, I know. I've seen it 100 times.
Yeah,
but the whole thing is with Justin Fields, like
shout out to Specs Rodriguez.
Like Justin Fields finishes second in the Heisman vote. Is that right? Did he finish second?
Jalen Hurts finished second. Justin Fields finished third.
Right. So he should have never even been close to Jalen Hurts because.
Jalen
Hurts had better stats than Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray.
Yeah, and didn't win.
That won the Heisman.
But they weren't going up against Joe Burrow either.
Yeah, Joe Burrow had the best stats. He should have won it hands down, no doubt.
Yeah.
But the fact that you throw Justin Fields in there, and then this just brings you back to Big Ten, period.
Definitely.
The level of competition.
It's not there.
No. And then when he plays a good team, he threw for a 53% passer rate, or completion rate today.
Yeah.
53%. One touchdown, 2 picks.
And they both got 2 big picks.
And got sacked numerous times.
Yeah. So jump back with me last year, guys. So Ohio State is that team that ESPN builds them up to be the whole time, everything.
Yeah, they love them.
And they walk into Purdue. And Purdue fucking dominated them. Right?
Yeah.
And then that ultimately, at the end of the year, dealt the reason of them not or getting into the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So then this year they come in. They hadn't dealt with that one little shifty loss, that
they almost lost a couple games.
They had
no losses. They deserve to be there.
They definitely deserve to be there. I'm not taking that away from them at all.
Penn State played. Who'd they play today? Memphis.
They had a fucking shootout.
They played
shootout,
but it's
no defense.
It's Memphis.
There was no defense.
Whenever
you're
Minnesota,
a Power 5 conference team, you're playing Memphis. That shouldn't be a shootout.
Whenever Minnesota looks
but Penn
good,
State gets so much attribute to when Ohio State plays against them. That's a huge game. Penn State couldn't beat Florida on a
You're rambling.
Unregular field at any time. I'm trying to think of the word. I couldn't think of it. But on an alternate field at any time, Florida would rate, and I'm sorry to use that word, Florida would rate Penn State any time.
Yeah, you think that for sure, but you never know until it actually happens.
I don't think it's all about talent. It's all about recruits. It's all about a recruit that Penn State gets this a 3-star. Yeah. It's probably a 2-star for Florida.
Definitely. But Gordy was saying, what were you saying about Minnesota?
Oh, just period. Whenever Minnesota's getting all this national recognition, you got to know. With that conference, the fact that Minnesota was at one point 8-0, 9-0,
and they beat Penn State.
And then, but you see their scores against games. They played. Was it Georgia Southern this year? And Georgia Southern,
it was a close one.
Competed.
Yeah, it was a close game. And then Georgia Southern gets beat by Liberty.
Yeah, and then you put this team up in the top 10. They were up there close. And
definitely.
It's false. It's false. I don't know. It's
I'm
false
definitely.
It's just a conference, and then, everybody this year has said that Ohio State's defense is elite dominant.
One of the
all
best
this, and I agree. Chase Young is one of the best players in the country, 100%. But Trevor Lawrence just went out there and
he ran on him like he's a running back.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence breaks a 70-yard touchdown.
Well,
come on now.
Trevor Lawrence broke a 70-yard touchdown. You're right, but let's not sit here and pretend like he just dominated their defense.
He didn't at all. But he ran for 70 yards, and he's Trevor Lawrence.
State defense.
When has he done that
supposed to be
before?
so elite to come against a Clemson team that they're not rebuilding by any means because of the talent they get every year.
But they
haven't played.
They lost a 4 starting defensive line, almost all 4 first-round pick defensive line, and just reloaded and beat them in a damn playoff game.
Yes, and they fucking
come on, man.
Clemson's
the secondary was supposed to be their weakness.
Like Jason said.
Secondary was supposed to be their weakness. How many interceptions? 2? 1?
29-0. Clemson should have never lost that number 1 spot, in my opinion.
Definitely not.
No matter what, because they never lost. They were defending national champions. They were undefeated last year. They hadn't lost. They should have never lost.
Been saying that all freaking year, Gordon. All year.
I do think LSU.
They deserve it.
I think LSU played the best schedule.
We'll get into that.
Played the best schedule and beat the best teams this year. They should have probably jumped up to number 1. I understand, but really, until you lose, how you really?
Well, my thing is, it blows my mind. I understand,
and they're showing that here. We're going to get the best 2 teams in the country playing.
We got the best 2 teams. The thing that kills me about the college football playoff committee is that I understand Clemson might not be number 1 because they haven't had the hardest schedule. But like you said, like I said, they're 29-0, defending national championship. Definitely LSU had the hardest schedule, and they proved it, and they came out and they won every game. But my thing is, if you're not going to put them number 1, why in the fuck is Ohio State ranked before Clemson?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. They want to put Ohio State number 1. They just got beat by the number 3 team in the playoffs.
And Ohio State, who's the best team they played this year? Penn State. Penn State that lost. That could have lost.
They could have lost. They should
have. And that lost to Minnesota.
It's all favoritism.
It's a favorite, dude. Ohio State. Notre Dame, these teams that it only seems like it's a northern thing.
Yeah, it's even like USC. That's what I love USC. USC
it's the old way.
Even when they're horrible, they're ranked 24th.
The South and the SEC just messed so many people up whenever they
hated when we came into
They went on that 8-year national championship winning streak.
They hate the SEC.
It's just and it's like, dude, blow off. We've built this.
We've worked for it and we've got it.
We've built this. I'm a Georgia fan. I haven't won a national championship as a fan in 40 years coming up.
I'm a Tennessee fan, and it's been 20.
And I'm not going to sit here and play the SEC card out all the time, but at the same time, we have built and done, and as a conference, built what we are now.
Exactly.
We are something more than to be reckoned with, and it took a long time to be that way. We used to be the powder puff that you used to be like, okay, I'd love to schedule a game against
Until they started doing it.
Nobody does that anymore. It doesn't even matter. Our lower ranked teams don't get scheduled games because they don't want it.
They don't.
And with the whole SEC thing, I mean, really, until last year, I would say any year before last year, the team that wins the SEC championship, it might be 1 or 2 years.
Is in the champion national.
That is the best. That is going to be the best team in the country.
Definitely.
They
might not win it.
And then last year, Alabama, I thought was the best team in the country.
And then
Clemson came in there and did what they did. So it's like now
you never know who can win.
But now, period, you got to give Clemson the credit. They're still here. They're still here, still doing it.
In the last 11 years,
but I still think this year LSU's the best team in the country.
In the last 11 years, and this is just a random stat, I could probably be wrong. In the last 11 years, I can guarantee you the SEC champion was there probably 8 of those 11.
Well, besides when the Ohio State played Clemson, yeah.
I could probably guarantee you that. I'm probably wrong. It's probably more in the last 11 years.
But I mean, my thing is with all that. I mean, after the conference championships happened, when LSU came in, they dominated a great Georgia team. Georgia, I mean, I know y'all Georgia fans, y'all hate y'all see that loss, but they came in, they dominated that game. Ohio State barely beats Penn State. Or Michigan. Were they playing Michigan the last game?
No. Yeah, last game.
Hey, brother, you Georgia fan, LSU just, I mean, they were.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm getting to.
Just dominated.
That's what I'm getting to. So how in the hell were they even thinking about putting Ohio State in front of LSU when they came up to that Monday night ticket? Or Sunday night, whatever they did.
It's a favoritism bullshit is what it is.
But we'll get off of that. Let's get back to this damn game, man. That was a hell of a game.
Hey.
Trevor Lawrence, they had, 3 minutes left to go downfield.
Random stats out
Beautiful.
here. T-Law. T-Rex,
also
known. I'm throwing Goldilocks out there randomly, but this guy, dude. Okay, we all know. Everybody saw the game. You saw that rush, but everybody.
Beautiful run.
This dude had 107 yards rushing. He had 254 yards passing, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, and beat Ohio State, the dominant all-around team that everybody loves to, ride the train on.
See, that's my thing.
My dude with the long hair, don't care, did his thing.
Yeah, he did his thing. They were down 16, 16-0?
They were down 6-0, and he came back.
He came back.
But those numbers that Dow just said, just look so bad compared to the numbers that Joe Burrow put up in the first half.
No close, not even close. That's not even close. But you can't compare Ohio State to Oklahoma, in my opinion. Oklahoma should. They were a fill-in team. You could have put Georgia there. You could have put Baylor there. You could have put Joe Blow from Southeast High School in that one.
They have the best 3 teams in the country.
Yeah. One other shout out, by the way, Travis Etienne, man, my boy had 2 receiving touchdowns on 3 receptions, 98 receiving yards on those 3 receptions, and also 36 rushing yards on a couple of attempts. So, hey, just like last year in the playoffs, he got hot and.
He was hot all year. Just nobody talked about him.
Clemson in general,
they
know how to win. They know how to win. They're winners.
Last year, he was a PowerPoint.
Got the best defense coordinator.
They know how to win, but they're about to play the best offense college football scene in a long time.
This next one's going to be a.
So this next one's going to be a hell of a game. I mean, we should probably set up a camera of us watching this game.
We're going to get into a little bit of talking about it. This isn't going to be our full session. We're going to have our whole.
Yeah, we'll definitely do another podcast about the whole national championship podcast, but we got to talk about it a little bit.
But
I know how y'all feel. I know y'all think LSU is going to come there and dominate this game, but I still believe that Clemson will win that game.
I wouldn't say they're going to.
I believe Clemson could win. If there's anybody that can beat LSU, I would think Clemson
had the best chance.
Yeah,
Ohio State, I would have thought
would have got
short.
Clemson has the best quarterback mind chance to do it, but dude, Joe is a fucking robot, dude. He's unreal.
An animal, man.
What he's doing, that defense, it just seems, maybe y'all can call me out wrong, it seems like they've just been building and getting stronger.
Oh, yeah, they do. They get better. They get better as they go.
Better with every game.
They're still playing for something every week. They're practicing. They're getting
building
better.
and playing up to whatever competition they play.
And it's not like they have a bad defense.
Yeah, I mean, look who they played all year.
It's not like they have an Oklahoma defense. Like, coming into it, everybody knew Oklahoma had a good offense and a horrible defense. Like, really, LSU's defense is better than
Yeah, I mean they're way better. Dude.
Way better than Oklahoma's anyway. I mean they're not that bad. It's not like that was the down point of their team. I
definitely don't think so. I mean
like they were a solid defense. It was never like they had a bad defense. It was their offense was so good it made their defense not look like it was good, but their offense is incredible. Probably one of the best of all time. So.
Yeah, definitely, man.
They've gotten way better throughout the weeks. I mean, they've been looking better every week. Yeah. But I mean, Clemson's coming in this game and they got a good offense, man. Trevor Lawrence, we saw tonight, he killed it against. I mean, he didn't kill it. He had a good game against him. Everybody thinks it's one of the best defenses in the nation. We might not think that. Everybody else does.
He did show a rushing side that we haven't seen a lot of as far as, dude, that whole long-ass rush, man, that was crazy. I didn't expect that.
Nobody saw him running 70 yards.
That was wild.
Like, nobody saw that happen.
That was wild.
No. He didn't have to have a big game, like, stat-wise. It was a big statement game for him, the fact that he came out there and led his team to a win.
Exactly.
And he led it. He literally led it. In the fourth quarter with less than 2 minutes, he led the drive all the way down there.
His back's probably hurting Chance.
He had some help from his team now.
Well, it wasn't less than 2 minutes. It was about 2 minutes 40 seconds left. But,
yeah,
I mean, he let it. He went down there and did what he had to do. I mean, he pulled that thing out
and helped him out too. So.
The whole team did. The whole team stepped up.
He did receiving it like he did rushing. I mean,
and that defense did pretty good.
The defense stepped up, got an interception and won the game. So, I mean, we can't put Clemson out of this game. LSU's a hell of an offense, probably the best we've ever seen. But we're going to talk about more of this in the next podcast. We don't want to talk too much about the championship game. We got to get some more information on it. We got to talk about it, get our notes down, be ready to talk about it like a whole podcast about it. So, we'll get into that later on. But that's going to be a hell of a game to watch. Tonight was a fun night watching these games. I mean, it was...
It really,
LSU, we got to watch a hell of a night.
It was the first time, and obviously, you're a Tennessee fan, Jason, and we're both Georgia fans, but
it's fun
we
to watch
didn't have really a full team in the fight, but we both, I don't know about y'all or anybody else out there nation, but we rooted for Tigers tonight.
We did.
Yeah.
Hey,
Tigers on both sides, both games.
All the polls put on Facebook, there was majority. Everybody picked majority LSU, and everybody picked majority Clemson. So
that's right.
Even that nation.
Everybody's smart, baby.
Everybody's smart.
We appreciate all of y'all voting on those that we put out today. We appreciate all y'all nation. Thanks for voting on all that stuff. We got some new subscribers. We got some new likes on our Facebook page today. We are more than grateful for every one of y'all. Anytime you hit us on Spotify, anytime you hit us on YouTube, anytime you hit us on iTunes, it is just a little extra for us. It lets us know that you appreciate what we're doing, and we're going to keep doing it. We appreciate y'all so much.
But I mean,
appreciate y'all. But
like we always said, we're always not going to talk about sports. I mean,
no,
it's going to be about everything. Like even tonight, we got Gordy in here. The man watches everything you can think about on Netflix.
Hey.
I mean, you got any pointers for anybody? Anybody should watch right now?
Netflix, Hulu.
You got it all. Gordy watches everything.
HBO.
Hey, you hit them. I've got a big. Hey, if anybody out there, Daybreak's a pretty awesome one.
I watched all of Daybreak. Daybreak's good. Daybreak's really good.
It's kind of a play on stuff. You got. Long story short, you've got kids 21 and under in a certain, in the United States, the world, there's a bomb that goes off, knocks all the adults into zombies, whatever, blah blah blah. But the kids are taking over, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a cool little scheme. It's not just it's over PG-13, guys. You can get out there and watch it, guys. It's pretty cool.
Kind of reminds me of Zombieland. Like it was good, but
what's this you thing I keep hearing about?
I like you.
Shout out to the ladies. Right. You's big with the ladies.
Right now, I mean, like I'm watching the new season of Shameless that comes on every Sunday night. I catch up on the new episode.
He's up to date, baby.
Other than that, you come out on.
Yeah, that you thing.
I think the day after Christmas it came out.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people post it.
From what I hear,
I've already watched the first. I watched the first season pretty quick.
Do you like it?
But the second season, man, dude, I binged it like. What time to show up at work on
what was the chance? We're not going to call out any ladies' review. You know who you are out there, but we've heard just a random thing. It's a hot dude apparently that does some super creepy ass shit.
He's not even. He's
a
really
creeper as fuck. He's dating the girl apparently. Yeah. Also, he's a creeper dude that's doing some just.
So he's a perv.
Over, yeah.
He's not. I mean,
I don't know.
I'm not one to judge a guy, but he's not like I wouldn't say he doesn't look creepy. I mean, he looks like a normal guy to me and you. But, I mean, for some reason, all the girls love him.
The 2 or 3 girls we've talked to,
they all love him. They all love him. Like, he's really hot. He just seems like super cool. He's smart. He knows everything, but I mean, pretty much he's like a stalking weirdo. So if you hadn't seen it, you can't.
It's not on. I've seen even on Facebook. Like I've seen girls like saying, "Somebody let me get a Netflix account so I can watch this you or whatever." It's like, what
I mean, I've seen a lot of people talking about it.
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's really
Maybe
good.
I'll watch it.
It is. I mean, it is good. It's wild. I mean,
there's a lot of good shows out right now. I mean, you got that show, You,
Mandalorian
on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I haven't watched
Mandalorian. Let's get
Baby
some
Yoda?
dude stuff real quick.
Yeah, Baby Yoda.
1917, guys. We watched that trailer earlier.
Yeah, that's
how's that looking? That looks awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great movie to see. I can't wait to watch it. It's gonna be a fun one. I mean, it is a select theater, so it's only coming out a couple of days. So we'll get there. We'll watch it. But I mean, you got any?
The trailer is sick, though.
The trailer is sick, man.
It really is.
Before we go off the segment, you got any like sleeper shows anybody should watch that not many people know about? You seen, Gordon? I know you've seen just about everything. Anything you want to throw out there that somebody might like, or are you staying with updates stuff pretty much?
Nah, man. I mean, I watch all kinds of stuff.
I know you do, man. You see it all.
I
know it's tough to put you on the spotlight.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one.
You've seen so much stuff. But.
Trying to think of one that's like really good. That.
How about the movie? How about me and you can both talk about a little. What is it? Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, come on, man.
I did.
Listen.
I did not respect Hobbs and Shaw being made after the last Fast and Furious.
It was pointless.
I didn't respect it at all. I was like, dude, this is just a disgrace. They're just kind of moving this series over to something else. But Hobbs and Shaw was a damn good movie, man.
Dude, listen.
Yeah, I mean,
it was funny. Like, it was action. Some of it was far-fetched. But
I'm not so cool with the far-fetched part. But if I prepare myself before the movie to say, hey, I know this is going to be like pretty much like this could be Power Rangers as far as outlandish as it's going to be. But it was a little bit more tight-knit than some of the Fast and Furious movies I've seen in the past as far as a outlandish scene that I've seen as far as, Tyreek going through the ice water and not turning into an icicle while he's holding on to his Lamborghini door or whatever, stuff like that. But it was action-packed and, them hating each other kind of made it a better movie, whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, write home about it, but it was, it was a good movie that you came off of the same Fast and Furious, series.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect something you'd really decently sit down and watch after Paul Walker, rest in peace, Paul passed away and got out of the series,
Yeah, I mean, it was
he made Fast and Furious.
But they're coming out with another Fast and Furious too, so it's kind of like, why even throw that in there? But whatever, I'll watch it. Maybe it's a good one.
Yeah.
I know it won't be as bad as Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's pretty good.
No,
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it gave me and Jason about 30 minutes of the worst.
Yeah,
30
while
minutes
Dow was dying down, falling down the stairs.
First podcast told you guys to
go back and listen to that. It's a good one.
The bad thing is that might be a good movie. It just the
first
first 30 minutes.
I couldn't get into it.
It just wasn't the time.
It was terrible.
But no, one show I would say for me to look out for, I guess. I don't know. I watch pretty much everything, but The Witcher is a big thing.
Hey,
I've heard some good things about that.
I have watched about 6 episodes in on The Witcher, and guys, I wouldn't say Game of Thrones. It's a lot.
I'm a big Game of Thrones.
It's a little bit of a different situation. There's more of a creatures and other stuff like that in this, but The Witcher guy, dude, it's cool and it's a good storyline. It was a game from what I hear.
Yeah,
and that's what they're building.
See, and I've seen on the internet they're comparing The Witcher to Game of Thrones. And really and truly, like Game of Thrones to me is the best show of all time.
Definitely,
period. Like just. Period. The best made show.
HBO
did the
best.
If we're going to talk about The Witcher.
So if you compare anything to Game of Thrones, that makes that show at least relevant, even if it's not even that good. If you're comparing it, then you got to watch it. You're up there with the best.
And I'm calling it right now, and I've literally watched the first 2 or 3 episodes this morning. The Last Kingdom.
I've watched The Last Kingdom, yeah.
Dude,
it's pretty solid.
3 seasons of that.
It's pretty solid, man, but I was watching it while I was watching that last season of Game of Thrones, so it
wasn't going to be what you wanted, obviously.
Yeah, because Game of Thrones was giving you so much.
Giving you too much.
Game of Thrones was shit. Game of Thrones was serving you steaks and dessert. This show is giving you a barely appetite.
The way it starts, it's very Game of Thrones
ish
based.
Yeah, the whole thing it is. But it's just they didn't have enough money for funding and all that. Like Game of
It's
Thrones.
3 seasons in though.
I know.
They might start getting the money. They might get better.
I don't know. I'm only three episodes in.
Game of Thrones got huge.
Oh yeah, there you go, Nation.
Anybody out there that hadn't watched Game of Thrones?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Dude, yeah. I would
get on Game of Thrones.
As much as you want to hate on it and stuff, but you can't.
I will personally come watch it with you.
Well,
from season 1 until
Yeah.
season 8, last season, all day long.
Let us know.
Had we started this podcast, back when the Game of Thrones thing was going on,
I would definitely want to talk about
that would have been, man. That would have been.
Yeah, but let us know if you haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Characters, all that good stuff.
Had Nation come watch it with you. You got to watch it.
Yeah,
it's a hell of a TV show.
So since we're talking about the TV shows, what's your top 3 TV shows?
Oh God,
like that? Not
right now or just all time?
Just that you've watched. That you watched.
All time. So all time.
Yeah, all time, but not Jeopardy. Something that comes on every night.
No reality TV shows.
Yeah, if you're got a reality TV show as your best of all time, then that's just on you.
I'm not my best of all time.
I got Jersey Shore number.
By the way, Nation, this is off the rip. This isn't even written down. This is off the rip.
We're just talking. We're having a good time. But if you're asking me first, definitely Game of Thrones number 1. You got to put it up there.
Number 1,
killing it. I'm gonna throw a reality TV show in there just because Gordy can relate. Big Brother, bro. You can't hate on Big Brother.
Number 2.
I love Big Brother. Every season, something.
Okay.
So I got to throw Big Brother in there, and after that, I'm not a big TV person. I don't watch a bunch of TV shows like these guys. I've seen a bunch of great ones, but if I had to go for number 3, I don't know. It'd probably be either The Sopranos. Maybe The Sopranos are great.
Oh shit!
I love The Sopranos, but that's
a
old
3.
one.
That's a lot.
If I had to say top 3, I'd probably
that's a good 3.
Yeah.
All right.
What you got, Big D? Dave?
Yeah, Big D.
You want me to come in?
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, Big D. Sling it on.
I'll be real honest as hell with you. Number 1, I lock it in. I'm with you, Jason.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones. Man, I binge watched this in a couple months. Unlike
you watched it in like 3 weeks.
To wait a long time. I'm sorry, but
that shows.
I watched this in
I could go back and rewatch the
about
series.
2.5 weeks.
So
I binge crunched it. Anyways, okay, so getting to my number 2. Honestly, because I loved this series and everything, Dexter was awesome.
Dexter was a good one.
Dexter was amazing to me. I loved the way they.
I can't believe they put Breaking Bad on.
Great. And number 3, honestly, I'm gonna throw this out there. Another great written story that I think they're trying to kind of bring back was Prison Break. So that's actually
Prison Break was good.
Prison Break was.
I used to love that shit.
Dude, I loved it. Mike and all them. They were.
You know what I'm pretty hating on right now? That none of us have said.
Oh, I didn't even ask you.
All right, I'll let you go. Okay. Go out and bring this up. Let's see if you can.
And there's also
let's let Gordy talk.
No, we're gonna have coming really.
Let's see what Gordy has to say. What's his top 3? Because I can't believe the ones I forgot about. What you got, Gordy?
My top 3 that I've seen all time. Number 1, hands down, Game of Thrones.
Hands down, everybody's right.
Game of Thrones is the best show of all time.
If you haven't watched it, get off your ass and go watch it.
Yeah,
I'll give you my HBO account. So you can go watch
just suffer through the first 2 episodes to get into it.
It's amazing.
And then after that, you're
solid.
It's so good,
and
man.
the porn goes away, by the way.
It is so good. Anyway. So I got Game of Thrones at number 1, and really my number 2 is like a number 1B because it's Eastbound and Down.
Oh my
God!
I can't believe I didn't mention that.
Anybody listening to this has never seen Eastbound and Down, please turn it on for half an episode.
That's the best, funniest show of all time.
Dude, I'm so sorry that I didn't mention that.
I am too. I feel horrible. I put the fucking Sopranos before.
Kenny Powers.
That is all around. Like if we all had a show, we'd just say, "Hey, what do you want to watch together?"
It's that.
Kenny Powers is my all-time.
I can feel all the way to my plums.
He said, you think those fags in San Francisco are bad? You should see these Jews in New York.
Dude, it is so many great lines.
It is so like
so many great.
It
lines.
is so like testing the borders of like what anybody can
you just can't
say or do.
You can't hate on
what anybody.
Powers and he says stuff.
Yeah. What anybody can say or do, but it's just so funny, dude. It's so fun.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. He did have a best friend at one time. The guy died from a cocaine overdose, but he had a really nice truck. And when the guy was kind of already dead from the cocaine overdose, he looked him dead in his eyes. He said, "Hey, if you make any noise or anything like that,
that means you.
That lets me know that you don't want me to have your truck." And he didn't move. Obviously, he was dead. So he kept the truck, and he let the family know at the funeral that he had the truck.
Yeah,
it's definitely it really
it's great.
It's a great.
Love the guy.
It really tests the waters of like getting inside your skin and certain people or
definitely, but
whatever.
You can't help but not laugh at it.
Dude, no, it's the funniest thing ever. Like he
that was a good
bad about
that was a hell of a pick, right,
and Kenny Powers, I think it was kind of built off of old John Rocker. So
it was.
Johnny.
It was.
That's what started was the old John Rocker in Atlanta.
Yeah.
He starts off closing. He starts off closing for Atlanta.
We love you, John.
Yeah. But that was a good number 2, Gordon. I mean, what you got number 3? Because that's a banger.
See, number 3's tough.
Tough, very.
I don't know, man. I like Jaws, and I'm a huge Big Brother fan. But as far as real TV shows, I don't know that I can include it. I'll go ahead and say honorable mention. I'm gonna throw in Weeds, Prison Break.
Nice.
What's
that number 3
good.
Sports Center.
We'll throw some honorable mentions in there.
I do still watch Sports Center.
Who don't watch Sports Center? It comes on 47 times a day.
Man, I don't know, man. Really, it's a toss up.
I can probably say it right now, and you'll probably be like, "Oh my God, what was I thinking?" Thinking about some motorcycles real quick. How are you not talking about the best biker gang on TV?
Oh,
Sons of Anarchy.
How is that not in any of our top 3s?
That's up there. That's
How is that not in our top
That's
3s?
up there. But man, I've been watching.
Or Breaking Bad. What about Breaking Bad?
I've watched Mines too, and Mines is the breakoff. The after Sons of Anarchy about like the Mind Group, and that one's super good too, dude.
Really?
Just like something like I don't know, man. And like
it's hard. There's so many good TV
my
shows.
My third place is
what you got.
Really, I would say I would drop Breaking Bad out of that group with Sons of Anarchy,
Okay.
Weeds, Prison Break. I like Breaking Bad a lot.
What is your number 3?
He don't want to say it.
It's
Give it to me.
It's tough.
It's a toss up between Sons of Anarchy.
I don't like that.
And Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Oh shit! Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
My thing was
Stranger Things.
Okay, all right. So Sons of Anarchy or Stranger Things. Which one is it? You gotta have a 3. What is it?
I mean,
Sons of Anarchy.
That's why it's hard to compare.
Yeah.
Because Sons of Anarchy's done. I've already seen it. They're not coming back.
It's hard to pick a show.
Stranger Things is still going.
Yeah, it's hard to pick a show that's still going on.
And it's just something that I've watched more recently.
Because you can't.
It could get better.
You can't really say that Stranger Things isn't going to be better because they've
better made show, better story.
You know that Jax is dead as shit.
Yeah.
But
that's
rest in peace, Jax.
That's why y'all got to watch the Mines, man. If you watch Sons of Anarchy, you got to watch the Mines because the Mines picks up from that, and they're running like, and the Sons of Anarchies are like that whole group's with the Mines in the show.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
So everybody's still there except for Jax.
You got my interest.
Chids is leading the group, so I guess if I'm still talking about it, I got to go with Sons of Anarchy, but over Stranger Things. But
yeah, I mean,
I do like Stranger Things is a badass show.
I love that, man. I love you bringing this into the podcast. That was great.
Yeah.
There's a couple shows. Gordy's our main man when it comes to TV shows. The man watches everything. I promise you.
I
don't know how he does it. He watches ESPN. He watches 40 shows a night.
Yeah, that's shit, man.
Hit me up on Twitter. I got you all your TV guide.
What's that Twitter handle there, Gord?
I don't know.
I don't know about Twitter. I don't really get on Twitter. Hit me up on IG or
hit him up on anything. You can get in touch with those sweetest feet in the East. Yeah. But great segment there. I love pulling that in there. We're gonna wrap up here. We've been going on rambling for a little while. Hell of a night. We had a great time hanging out. Glad we get this podcast done for everybody. Great college football games today. It was fun to watch. There's your TV shows you need to get on. Like you said, if you ain't seen Game of Thrones, what are you doing? Sons of Anarchy, great show. Breaking Bad, all of them. They're all good shows. There's so many good shows out there. You can't pick one. Eastbound and Down. If you want a good laugh, go turn on right now. But I had a great time with my boys here. I hated Craig couldn't be here, big bro. But we had the sweetest feet in the East back. Gordy, I mean, you had a good night. How'd you feel, buddy? It was a good time.
I feel good, man.
You always feel good, don't you?
Yeah, I feel great.
And of course, you always got him here across the table from me, Big D Dallas. You got anything to say to the people before we head out of here?
Yes, sir. Hey, we just glad y'all listening. And
we are.
Glad y'all subscribing. We're glad you're liking and keep it up.
Please.
We got other things, big things coming. We got a lot of YouTube content coming. We've got a lot of big things coming for real.
We got a lot of big things coming your way. So subscribe on YouTube. Get ready for some great videos, funny videos coming. We enjoy everything, what we're doing. We're having a great time. We appreciate everybody so much for liking our Facebook.
Love you guys.
Subscribing on Spotify. If you haven't done it yet, or on iTunes, or on YouTube, just please do it. It helps us out so much. It lets us know that y'all care about us, and we care about y'all. That's why we're putting this out here. So we're going to get out of here. If anybody has anything to say it now. If not, we're about to wrap this bad boy up.
Say it.
Gordy, say it. Say it,
Gordy.
Don't say it, Gordy.
The only thing I got to say is Georgia didn't get beat as bad as Oklahoma did today.
I love it. Now, Big D, you got anything to say before we get out of here, man?
Love you all. Thank you, Nation.
We love y'all, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
Nation out.